peeps, it's your Uncle Mongrel here. Totally unsolicited op-ed, but I just gotta say something about the Dr. Seuss thing, man. Alright? And this may not go over well with some people, but here's what I want to tell you. Yeah, I've seen the images that are being referred to, and if you just look at them right now from today's perspective, okay? Yeah. Let's not produce them. Let's not publish them, okay? And that's what the Dr. Seuss organization has decided to do, okay? But if you look at it in context for the time, for his time, what you need to know and realize is that he was considered far left-wing for his time. Far left-wing, okay? He was anti-bigotry, anti-racism, anti-Semitism, you know? So, you look at the man and you look at the times. He is noted for doing, in his books, introducing people and characters of, seriously, quote-unquote, non-European look at a time when the standard and norm for those books was quote-unquote all white. Okay? So he went against the grain. He wrote several books talking out against racism and anti-Semitism. Okay? And he put a lot of those themes into his children's books of the same narrative. Okay? So if you look at it in context, what he did was groundbreaking. He was an amazing person that stood up to a system that in any other circumstance would have had him blacklisted. You know? And would have blackballed him, blacklisted him. He wouldn't have got anything published. But he did it in a context that it worked, and he could stand up to the social norms of the time and do his part to do the best he could to make a change and make a statement. So it kind of irritates me to see some of the arguments being given. I watched somebody on the news the other day literally sit there and say he was a racist and a bigot and he was not. And I've had people tell me to do the research. I've fucking done the research. Okay? Okay? Y'all do the research. Y'all do the research. Okay? The man was a good man. Right? And there's also narrative going around that they banned his books at the Virginia or whatever. They didn't ban it. Okay? I can't find a single article where the school actually says they've banned anything. I can't. I've looked. Okay? And here's another thing. People are talking on, you can find articles on both sides of this saying he was this and saying no, he wasn't. Okay? Dive deep. Dive deep. Find out for yourself. Make your own judgment. The other thing that's been up in the news is that they didn't celebrate his birthday. Well, true. It wasn't a national celebration of his birthday that got banned. The organization chose this year for the first time to highlight more modern books to go along with modern social standards and ideas. So they didn't just snub him. And everybody's making it out like he was snubbed. He wasn't snubbed, but people are also making it out like he was a bigot and a racist, and he wasn't. So I encourage you, before you just start blasting out on Facebook, which somebody did at me, and telling me to do the research, do the research yourself. Make sure you can see both sides of this picture, okay? And again, I'm going to state, like I did at the beginning of this, if you take the images from the books and stuff that are being counted around and shown around on the internet, interwebs and everything, and you put them in only the context of today's social standards and social norms, yes, they can be construed as insensitive. They can be construed in extremely negative lights. And so, don't publish them. Okay? And that's what his organization has decided to do. Not publish them. Okay? That's cool. They've done the right thing, okay? But if you take it into the proper context and the time and period that he actually created the works, he was a visionary and he was standing up against bad social norms and standards of the time. So I applaud you, Dr. Seuss, and I applaud your organization for doing what is probably good for today's society and today's social norms, okay? But anybody else out there telling me to do the research, lighten up, Francis. Do the research yourself, okay? I've done mine. Do yours. Make a honest, informed decision about this, okay? You can think and agree both sides of this, but don't just blatantly say because everybody else is saying that he's a racist. He wasn't. Research the man, research the works. That's all I gotta say, peeps. I know, unsolicited op-ed. What can I say? You guys have a great day. Love, peace, and bacon grease. Bacon.